Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. With that, let's get up to Green Bay, Wisconsin. Standing by for the call from venerable Lambeau Field, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. Leading them out at QB is the former North Carolina Tar Heel, Mitchell Trubisky.
And one of the few knocks on him coming out of North Carolina was just actual game experience, just 13 starts in college. But he works so hard at making up for that lost time. He loves the game, crazy about the film room, and guys just naturally gravitate towards him. I think he's got a chance to be an excellent leader and player.
Now Trubisky on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, Trubisky. And incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4. And with this offense, one guy to key in on defensively is Kevin White.
Had to battle injuries at the start of his career, but boy, he's ready to fulfill his promise. An absolute beast downfield.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Burton. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, Trubisky hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Again, it's Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Now it's Trubisky. The catch is made. Benny Fowler. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. From the gun, it's Trubisky. This will be caught at about the 6. Now White lost the football, and the Packers pick it up.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Rodgers throwing again. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
319! 319!
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Rodgers now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And again, it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. So we've reached the end of a fairly even first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out.
Let's go, come on. 319!
Rodgers to throw once more. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that goes for a gain of 31.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And now it's second down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Trubisky to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. On first and 10, it's Trubisky. Dancing to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Perry coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's able to hit Joshua Bellamy. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, Trubisky, and that is incomplete.
So they look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something.
I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on. Tip there, altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
319.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 31. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw again. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Rodgers again now. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Crosby puts it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On first down, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Now Trubisky on first down. Now Trubisky lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, Trubisky. That's caught left side by Bellamy. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Finds his target, it's Bellamy. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there at 22. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Parkey's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Fights loose. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised, just a field goal separating these two teams as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Rodgers now on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
319.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
319.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And he will find the open man. It's Jamon Moore. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Rodgers now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
319.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he checks this one down to Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that will make this a 4-point game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. Crosby on now to kick it away. Now the return man. This is Benny Cunningham. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the 2nd half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the 2nd half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Let's go. We're on the ball after this.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
2nd and 10, it's Trubisky again. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Trubisky to throw again. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. Parkey adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Now Jones. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Rodgers. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay 1st.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
319.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Being chased out left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Let's go, come on.
Rodgers to throw on second down. To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Now Crosby for the point after. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays, and the result, a Green Bay score. Crosby on now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Trubisky, and it's complete. The tight end, Deion Sims. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Trubisky. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Trubisky to throw. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Trubisky on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all. And now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. And he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. He's back to throw. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard taking it in. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Parkey with the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Trevor Davis now to return. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. And not the start that he expected. You look at the numbers, though, he's got back here to his elite level.
And I get the sense that the defense game planned a little bit different than what he expected. You know, he had an idea from watching tape what he should expect. They changed things up on him a little bit and caused that slow start. For the best ones, they take it as a challenge, and they come fighting back. And that's exactly what we saw there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Back to throw. Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer 1st down. Rodgers now to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
319! 319!
Rodgers to throw. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. So a big spot now for Crosby, but he's been here before. This to potentially send us to overtime. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. Well, that would have been something if he could have saved him from that long distance there in the closing seconds, but it was just not meant to be.
They needed a little more time and a little more yardage to give him a realistic shot. And that kick's a good metaphor for this game, isn't it? They're going to wind up a little short in the end.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.